Adventure America, welcome.
Now what if I said that I want a little puppet friend? And what if I told you that he was a little bit of a superstar too? Would you want to see what he's all about? Well, you know I have a perfect place, a perfect place. It's called Big Green Puppet. Now that's what it's called. You can come and join us for a puppet party. And that's what it's called. Big Green Puppet. Now that's what it's called. You can come and join us for a puppet party. And that's what it's called.
All right, welcome in, everybody. Good to see you. All right, let me go over here and scroll a little bit. Puppet problems here. All right, we got Adventure America, Tornado Garden, C. Kelly, Dragon Girl, Rosebud, Bruce. All right, guys. Welcome in. All right, good to see everybody. How's everybody doing today? We got 6 people watching. We got 5 likes, guys. Thank you very much. Tornado Garden with America. Yeah. How's it going, bud? Good to see everybody. I'm happy that you're here. We're going to do something a little different today, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. I got what is that? A little wavy emoji there. That's cool. Yeah, so I decided to go live. I wasn't sure if I was going to, and I thought, well, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. I do have a little bit of something extra planned today, so we'll see how that goes. Hey, look at that. We got 15 people watching for about 12 seconds, and we got 6 likes. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you checking out the channel. I am Just Roy Delivers, and I hope you enjoy what you see. All right. Mrs. Adventure in the house. All right. Good to see everybody. Woohoo! All right, guys. Well, we got a couple people that showed up today. So let's go ahead and get. Oh, look at that. 30 people watching. Let's give us all some cheers for everybody who showed up today. All right. All right. Super exciting. Kayla says hi. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Tornado Garden. Hey, Kayla. Yeah, it was super exciting, guys. Been usually getting about 3 people in here, so see, like, over 10 is nice. So I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me today. So I did have a little bit of extra things planned today, and I was gonna announce that in just a little bit, guys. So it's exciting. We're gonna do a little. I might as well just announce it now. Oh wait, maybe I want to do the drum roll first. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll just sit here and talk for a little bit still. Yeah, let me get a drink of coffee. All right. Gotta have my coffee in the morning. Actually, it's more like afternoon now, huh? All right. Ah, yum, 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 yum. Okay. We got a hello, Rosebud. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Passes out free tires. Woohoo! All right. Yeah, so I was looking at my video today. I'm a little bit bummed. Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed about the video that I just put out. It was starting to get a lot of views, like right off the bat, and then it kind of just flatlined. So my next video, I may not be doing ice raids because it's almost like YouTube said, yeah, you know what, we saw your last one, it did pretty good, but we don't need it anymore. So thanks a lot, Mr. Puppet Man, but we don't need that. Okay, so the ice raid thing is pretty much done, I think. Yeah. Plus, the ice raid stuff that I still have bookmarked, I don't even think it's going to be as good as the other stuff I had. So, yeah, I think I'm going to not do that. So, I have to think of another idea to put out for another video. So, are you ready for it? Here it is, guys. Let's get a drum roll. I got a drum roll sound effect now. Woohoo! All right. So, my next video that I'm going to be putting out is going to be not controversial at all. It's going to be. I should have done a drum roll now. Oh, we'll do it again. My next video will be. Woohoo! All right. My next video is Nah, I don't need to tell you guys. Puppet catapult. Yeah, we can do that. I'm dragging it along, aren't I? Hey, we got 17 people watching. We got 10 likes. No, I'm thinking my next video is going to be a public freakout video. So there's the answer there for you. Yeah, I'm going to do a public freakout video, and I'm going to call it public freakouts, white people versus black people. You pick, something like that. So should be good. Not controversial whatsoever. All right. Everybody like that idea? Probably get kicked off YouTube. Okay. Yeah. So, and you can just decide which one is the best. I'll put a little popcorn emoji. So it's going to be fun. Something like that. All right. We got 22 people watching. We got 10 likes. Thank you very much. Happy birthday from LA. What? Oh, happy holidays. Yes. Happy holidays, everybody. It is almost time for Christmas, guys. What do you guys want for Christmas? Yeah. Christmas time, y'all. It would help if I had that. There we go. There we go. All right, everybody knows I'm getting a new Bugatti. So that's what I'm getting for Christmas. I hope everybody else gets their Christmas gifts. Bye. Sorry. Okay. Kayla? All right. Are you bailing? Is that what it is? I hope you're interested in the channel because this is a really good channel. All right, well, let's check the subs. We got a lot of people watching. Maybe we got some extra subs. And we got one sub. All right. So we got 2,054 subs, guys. And all I need is 100,000 subs to get the silver plaque. So you guys know what to do. All right, so start subbing. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Kayla is bailing. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Kayla. Thank you for hanging out with us for as long as you did. Usually it's about 2 people left right now. So, yeah, so I'm super excited that you guys are hanging out with me today. I don't know what I want for Christmas. Yeah, I don't really know what I want for Christmas either, except for that new Bugatti. But that's like a sealed deal. I'm already getting that. So, JRD 100K. Yes, every time Bruce puts that there, something like that, it happens. So, that's good news. All right, good thing we're doing that now. And then should be 2073 that I should get 100K. So I'm looking forward to that, guys, if I'm still alive. Okay. All right. So we are going to do what I did have planned today was I wanted to do something a little different. Let me go over to my little section over here. All right. So what I wanted to do is I have seen a lot of film franchises, and I wanted to say pick all the film franchises that I've seen every single movie in the franchise, and then pick the worst movie. So we are going to start that right now. All right. I want a private island that I can turn into my kind of evil lair. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, private island. I can't go out there and visit you though if my Bugatti isn't a boat. So nice. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and start here. The first franchise that I've seen every single movie in the franchise is Terminator. All right, let's pull that one up. All right. So we got Terminator. Excellent movie. Excellent. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Very excellent. Very good. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Yeah, it's getting not so good there. That was not so good. But what is my worst one? That's the question. Then we got Terminator Salvation, Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Dark Fate. Yeah, so Terminator is one of those franchises where it pretty much almost always gets worse. Terminator Salvation was okay, but yeah, I'm not really digging it. So, this one's a tough one because it's got to be between Terminator Genesis and Terminator Dark Fate. I'm gonna go with Terminator Dark Fate. I think the last one they put out was the most horrid one. Yes, so that's just my opinion. You may not agree with me on some of these, but that's okay. I'll send a boat for you. All right, thanks. Terminator Puppets Revenge. Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next one is Alien franchise. pull that one up. All right, there it is. All right. So we had Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator Requiem, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and Alien Romulus. All right. So, this is another tough one because after Aliens, it was a lot of crap that they put out. Now, I really am torn between. I did not like the Alien versus Predator movies whatsoever. So, it's almost a tie between those. Alien versus Predator and Alien versus Predator Requiem. I thought they were both trash, and probably never watch those again. So if I had to pick one, I'm gonna go with Alien versus Predator Requiem because the fact that they decided to do that again is makes it worse. All right, yeah, Alien 3. A lot of people don't like that one, but I kind of liked it. What is that? Alien Resurrection. Yeah, Alien Resurrection was awful, but not as bad as the Alien Predator movies. Just I couldn't stand those. All right. So, good one, Bruce. Terminator Puppet's Revenge. Project Bluebeam. Yeah, we're all scared about Project Bluebeam. All right. And then we're moving on to Jaws. All right. I've seen all the Jaws movies. Jaws, Jaws 2, Jaws 3D, and Jaws the Revenge. Not as many of those because they just got worse every single time. This is another tough one because Jaws 3D was like made as a 3D movie that you could watch in the theater, and it was supposed to be 3D. But when you rewatch it, like on TV and stuff, it's not in 3D. So it's like you're looking at scenes that should be 3D, but it's just not, and it looks stupid. But I cannot. I just can't. I think that one is better than Jaws the Revenge. Yeah, Jaws 4 is the reason why the franchise died. So I'm gonna give the winner to Jaws 4. It was awful. It was like the shark is getting revenge. I mean, that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. And none of the main stars showed up for that one or anything. So yeah, Jaws 4 has to be the winner. There's only one in my eyes. Only one Jaws. Yeah, pretty much Jaws was amazingly awesome, and then every single Jaws thereafter sucked worse and worse and worse. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know why they continued to do it. It was just terrible. Something like that you can only do once. All right, so the next one that I chose was The Matrix. Yeah, The Matrix. So we got The Matrix, Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, and Matrix Resurrections, which almost sound identical. Now they also have on here the Animatrix, you know, that like cartoon anime thing they made, but I don't really count those. Those aren't really. Yeah, those are just like spin-off things. I don't count that stuff. So especially if it's like a animated thing of the original movie, they're all stupid. Some people like it. Yeah, some people like it. I don't like it. But we're talking about the worst one of my personal opinion, and it's got to be the last one, guys. The Matrix Resurrections, or whatever, was awful, and I was really sad that they made it. And I almost think that they made it bad on purpose. Yeah, that's the way it looks to me. Even when you watch the movie, I think it's kind of like sprinkled throughout the movie that the director made this awful on purpose because they didn't want the studio to make movies without them, those Wachowskis or whatever, and they didn't want to make it. They're like, we're done, but they were going to continue anyway, and so they made the movie awful and terrible on purpose. That's my personal opinion, and they did it. They achieved their goal. So, all right, we're moving on. What's the next one here? All right. Back in the day, I used to like the Chucky movies. So I've seen every single Chucky movie. We've got Child's Play, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, The Bride of Chucky, The Seed of Chucky, The Curse of Chucky. All right. Can anybody guess? All right, so pretty much Child's Play 3 was no good. I don't even remember Child's Play 2 that much. I remember Bride of Chucky. I don't know. Most people didn't like it. I saw Bride of Chucky in the theater. I was the only one there. That's not a good sign. Yes, and a lot of people didn't like that one. And then they had the reboot. The Curse of Chucky was the last one. But the winner of the most awful and most terrible Chucky movie that ever existed is Seed of Chucky. That's when Chucky's son comes into the picture or whatever. And that was so bad. They had a scene in that was so bad. It was almost like the director was trying to make people leave the theater. It was that bad. I was like, what am I watching? This is awful. Yeah, so I'm not into the Chucky movies anymore. The original one obviously was the best, and I'm not into that anymore. But yeah, I did see every movie in that franchise. Hey, what's up? How we doing, Paparino? How's it going? The Seed of Chucky is ridiculous. It is terrible. It's a terrible movie. That is bad. Yeah, that was really bad. I couldn't stand to watch it anymore. I had to turn it off. It was terrible. I don't do that with movies a lot. Sometimes I'll get tired and I'll go to bed, but to turn a movie off because it's so bad, that rarely happens. But sometimes it does. All right, and then we got vacation movies with Chevy Chase. I've seen all the vacation movies. We got Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, Cousin Eddie's Island Adventures. Oh man, that was awful. But I'm not going to count that one because that's just like another spinoff. Hotel Hell Vacation. What is that? I don't think I've seen that. Oh, okay. That's 14 minutes. Yeah, that doesn't count either. I've never seen that. That's got to be like a promo thing or something. And then you had the Vacation reboot with none of the original cast. I don't think. I don't remember. Yeah, but anyway. Um, so we'll just go with the first four. Those are the ones that are I mean, personally, this is so hard. Okay, so obviously it would be Cousin Eddie's Vacation if I was counting that, but I'm not going to count that one. I'm going to do the first four, and the worst one I think was the second one, European Vacation. Yeah, that was terrible. I watched that once, and I don't care to ever watch it again. The Christmas Vacation was awesome. That was funny, and it was a very good Christmas movie. It was very reminiscent of my own family in a way. And then Vegas Vacation. A lot of people didn't like Vegas Vacation, but I think it gets a bad rap. I laughed a lot in that movie. It wasn't the greatest vacation movie, but it was funny. It had a lot of funny parts. All right. Ventriloquism was used in sorcery. Ooh, scary. Yeah, well, I'm not a ventriloquist. All right. Moving on. All right, moving on. So that was Vacation. All right. Now we're going to Spider Man. Yes. So we had Spider Man 1 through 3. And then we had The Amazing Spider Man 1 and 2. And then we had Spider Man. They don't have these in order. Then we have The Amazing Spider Man. Oh, wait. Amazing Spider Man 1 and 2. And then we had Spider Man Far From Home, Spider Man Homecoming, and Spider Man No Way Home. I don't know why these are not in order. All right. All right. So my most hated Spider Man movie. It's too many to keep talking about the movies. Yeah, Spider Man 3. Spider Man 3 was the worst one with Tobey Maguire. I didn't mind the Amazing Spider Man's ones with the Garfield guy, and then the new ones are all right. They're not great, but I prefer the ones with Tobey Maguire. But 1 and 2 were my favorite Spider-Man movies, and my favorite Spider-Man movie was Part 2. Yeah, but the third Spider-Man movie sucked, and they knew it. All right, Tobey Maguire did the best Spider-Man. Yeah, I think so too. And I think they're actually coming out with another one, but I think he's too old now. I think they missed that boat. Which is the one with the black costume? That's Spider-Man 3, I think. Yeah, Spider-Man 3 with Venom. Yeah. All right. And then we got Karate Kid. We got Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, the next Karate Kid, the Karate Kid with Hayden, uh, whatever his name is, Jaden Smith, and then Karate Kid Legends. Yeah, I've seen all these. I watched most of Karate Kid Legends. I haven't really watched the whole thing yet, so I'm just not. It's because it's subtitled, and I have this. I have. All right, are we back? Are you guys can hear me? Are you back? Are we back? We lost connection there for a little bit. I think we're back. I exited out and then came back. So put a 1 in the chat or say hi or something like that if you can hear me. We got the chat filter on. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, man, love the internet. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Eric? How's it going? Yeah, so sorry about that. The internet cut out a little bit. We were on the Karate Kid. All right. What do we put if we can't hear you? You can't hear me? Oh, don't say that. Okay, don't say that. You can't hear me because I had a problem with the audio the other day. You're freaking me out, man. All right. All right. So I'm sorry, Adventure America, but I have to give you the booze. Uh-oh, the booze aren't working either. All right. So the internet's sucking right now. Can't even do the booze. Boo. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, I don't know what the damn problem is with the internet. All right. Hey, Kimberly, welcome back. All right. So we're still trying to continue with our thing here. Everything is breaking down just like it always does on the JRD show. That's probably why I only have like 4 people in here half the time because my streams always suck. All right, so we had Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 1 and 2 and 3, the next Karate Kid, the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, and the Karate Kid Legends. Karate Kid Legends, I was not a fan of. Um, I did not like the Karate Kid reboot with Jaden Smith very much and Jackie Chan, but it was watchable. And my worst out of that has to be the next Karate Kid, and that's when Ralph Macchio quit, and then they tried to reboot it with some chick. They didn't even put her in Cobra Kai because they knew it was an awful movie as well. Yeah, Karate Kid 3 wasn't as good as the other two, but Karate Kid 4 was absolute trash. You can't even. It's not even watchable. I don't even want to watch it ever again. All right, moving on. Mission Impossible. This is a hard one because I liked most of the Mission Impossibles. All right, so we got Mission Impossible, Mission Impossible 2, Mission Impossible 3, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, Dead Reckoning Part 1, and Dead Reckoning The Final Reckoning. This one's a hard one. I would have to go. I really didn't like the last one that just came out. I felt like it was incomplete, like they didn't finish making it or something. I don't know. It was like weird. But I know this is probably not going to be a popular opinion, but my personal opinion is my least favorite Mission Impossible movie. This is a tough one. Has to be the original Mission Impossible. I know everybody's like, what? Yeah, I just thought that was the least interesting to me. I would probably rewatch all the other Mission Impossibles except the original. I was like, it was all right. It was good enough to get the franchise started, but I was not really a fan then. I became a fan more on Mission Impossible 2. And most people don't like Mission Impossible 2. It's like a far different than the first one, but that was what I liked about it. Yeah, it was much better. So that's what I thought. Just my opinion. You can have your opinion. I can have my opinion. All right. All right. And then the next one we got here is that I've seen every single one is Back to the Future. All right. So this is pretty short one. We got Back to the Future, Back to the Future 2, and Back to the Future 3. Now, Back to the Future 1 obviously was amazing. And Back to the Future 3 was kind of like different from both of the first two. But my personal opinion on this one is Back to the Future 2. I didn't really care for the futuristic scenes. Plus, the guy that played, what is that guy? Crispin Glover. He never showed up for Back to the Future 2. So it kind of was just odd. Odd choice they made with Marty's dad. So yeah, I thought Back to the Future 3 was a pretty good movie. You know, it was different, but I enjoyed it. And then that's that. All right, so now we go to all right. Why is this doing this? For some reason, we'll just skip that one. All right. Let's just end it. Let's end it on the Rocky movies. All right. So we got the Rocky movies. Yes, I've seen every single Rocky movie. We have Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5, Rocky Balboa, Creed, Creed 2, and Creed 3. Um, Most of the time, I would want to say, if they hadn't put out the Creed movies, I would probably say Rocky 5. But I'm going to go with Creed 3. And the reason I'm going with Creed 3 is because Rocky was not in it. So, how can you have a Rocky movie if Rocky's not in it? Yeah, so I don't even think that qualifies as a Rocky movie. But if I didn't count that as a Rocky movie because he wasn't in it, then I would probably choose Rocky 5. That was pretty bad. Had no idea there were so many. Yeah, there are a lot of Rocky movies. So that was a major, major franchise. All right, guys. Well, that is it. We did it. We put out all the movies that are the worst movie out of every franchise that I've seen all the way through. And there's probably more. I'm sure there's more franchises I've seen all the way through, but I didn't want to make the show too long, so I just picked like 12. And then we also had one that I skipped. I could kind of just gloss over it. Hey, look at that. We got Bruce with the happy poop. Now, I don't know if the cheers are working. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Bruce. Appreciate it. Woohoo! Roy Moji time. Everybody's down for that Roy Moji time, huh? Yeah, I think we're going to do that, guys. All right. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to Roy Moji our way out. How's that? Because we're all done. But I did want to gloss over the one that we missed, and that was the Indiana Jones movies. And the Indiana Jones movies, we had I'm trying to do it by memory now. So we had Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and then the Crystal Skull, and then the last one that just came out, the Dial of Destiny, I think. Yeah. So for some reason they want when I bookmarked the information on Indiana Jones, it like I couldn't see what I was looking for. The movies went away, which is really pointless. Yeah. So that last one was awful. They went. I mean, The last two basically were both bad. They should have just stopped at 3. I didn't even like the third one that much. The first 2 are really good. Yeah, but everything after that was getting worse and worse and worse, just like they all do. They need to just stop. All right, we got Adventure America sent a floating heart. Thank you very much, Mr. America or Adventure America. All right, guys, look at that. Mrs. Adventure with the thumbs up and a 67. They have a 67 now. That's something different. All right. Thank you very much. Here's another cheer. All right, guys. Well, like I said, we're out of here. We're going to Roy Moji out of here. So thank you very, very much for being here, guys. If you are a member of the channel, you guys know what to do. On your way out, start spamming your favorite Roy Emojis. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys. See you later. Oh, yeah. Bye.